Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Another month, and we are now literally 1 month away from the new year of 2020. Gonna have a lot of exciting things coming for y'all content-wise. Gonna have a lot of exciting things coming for me life-wise. Obviously, I'll be keeping y'all updated and all them life updates and everything, but for now, we're gonna be doing a month of hits and misses because the end of the month, that's what I do. And we are going to start off before I forget, because I always tend to forget. Y'all appreciate the whole music thing, although last time I did forget to link the songs I suggested. Not gonna forget this time. And the first song that has been playing on massive repeat is actually gonna be a K-pop banger from the girl group ITZY. I don't know if they just say the letters or if it's ITZY or what, but their song Icy. Oh my stars. It has become my new, like, I don't know, dance, boogie, getting ready, feeling like fierce and whatever. It's just so bopping and hopping, and the music video and the aesthetics and everything about it is just everything I could absolutely want. It's just absolutely fantastic. And if I'm not mistaken, it's only come out in the last like 3 or 4 months, so it's fairly fresh on the K-pop whatever. But I heard it, I saw like a little clip on Facebook and I was like, what's that? What is that? And I went and I found it, and I absolutely love all their songs, but it's just so boppin'. Then kind of on another aesthetic level, I really like the group Ghost. And one song that honestly, it's kind of like when I don't know what I want to listen to, I'll listen to it song, and that is their Square Hammer song. Love the aesthetic, once again, the music video, everything. I just love how this song is constructed, the vocals, just I love it. I love it. And for some reason, it's just been one that's been playing a lot with me. You know, I'll be doing it while I'm working, in the shower, just anytime there's like some kind of music that I'm going to be played, inevitably, I'm going to be listening to that song as well. Now let's go on into the ever so lovely makeup. And I feel like we're going to start off with a miss. We've got a couple pretty solid misses this month. And firstly is going to be the Kat Von D Lolita Por Vida. I'm not quite sure where she is in the vicinity of whateverness. Like I said, I am packing and getting up ready. It was a gift from one of you all. And I reviewed it, and I had kind of high hopes for it, because as someone who is dwindling and lingering and leaning toward the no longer purchasing from Kat Von D, I've been kind of, the fangirl in me has been kind of secretly being like, well, maybe she'll have a solid comeback. This palette, however, was not it. This palette was no kind of comeback at all. Although it has nearly a 5-star rating on Sephora. Not quite sure what that's all about. I just found, compared to the other things I've tried from her, just the mattes were okay. They're kind of inconsistent. You know, those like really cha-cha foils when you swatch them and you're like, yes, that is gonna be everything. They were just kind of They were difficult to work with, not a lot of fun. I feel like on a whole, you know, let alone a brand trying to come back and resurface from being on the bottom for the last year, I feel like this was just a dud in so many ways. Even the packaging, although the typography was pretty, just compared to so many other things she's released, it was just really subpar for me. Now, I know a lot of y'all had it and y'all really liked it, but it just, for me, it just was not the experience I was looking for, so that was definitely a dud. Then another dud that I also did a review on. I will leave whatever I did reviews on down below. It was a gift from my love. What is it with all these gifts things? But he bought me the 3 Huda Beauty Nude Mini Obsession palettes, which are like an extension from her new Nude palette, which y'all know I really like. And once again, these have really high ratings on Sephora, so I'm kind of just like, what am I doing wrong? But sort of like second verse, same as the first, it was just like, you know, the mattes were okay. Compared to other mattes I have tried from Huda Beauty, you know, I thought they were really inconsistent, a little bit patchy, not as pigmented, didn't want to blend out, tended to muddy a bit. And then the shimmers were these weird, like emollient, effervescent top coater fairy fart. Gotta put a lot of work into it to make it work. And y'all know I'm not about that kind of life. Some of y'all did suggest that I try using like a sponge applicator or something silicone-y. I am gonna try that with some other things I have. But I really resent it when you got an eyeshadow that you've got to work so hard to. I'm like, no. I am literally paying money for you. I paid for you. And I feel like that behooves the product for it to work. I shouldn't have to pay more or do more to make it work than the initial investment. Y'all get me on that? So those ended up getting returned. They were just, you know, and I don't have the budget nor the time nor the mental capacity to be holding on to makeup. Then something that's just a little titchy bit random and something that I honestly never thought me as a person would actually try. I would have like just recently hauled this. But I've tried it a myriad of times and I have been converted to the Anastasia Beverly Hills something brow gel. I think it's their brow pomade gel thing going on. And the reason I tried this is because, you know, 9 times out of 10 when I'm going just to do like whatever, I'm not going full beat. I'm not, no, this is not the thing. But I do like having my brows done, and whenever I, you know, use the Kat Von D pomade and block them out like this, the rest of my face looks kind of out of place. And so I wanted to try something that was going to be a little bit with love. Because I was like, I don't know what this is going to do. I don't see this really doing anything for my brows. And you just put it on and it just gently like colors them a little bit and then just gives you a little bit of shape and a little bit of color and a little bit of definition. I like tried it on. Y'all would have seen it on Snapchat again where I was like, I ain't mad about this. I'm feeling myself with these little teeny tiny little whatever eyebrows. So I was super just going in and kind of on a whim and being like, I need something. And now I absolutely love it. And this is probably going to be what I end up using at my brother's wedding. Y'all are probably so sick and tired of hearing in these past couple of videos, probably using this at my brother's wedding, probably using this. It's a thing. And I think I may have spoken about this in another hits and misses, but I need to bring it back again. This is the Besame Cosmetics, the 1959 collection Briar Rose blush palette. Now I did a review of the eyeshadow and the blush palette. Love the eyeshadow palette. It's still in Tennessee. Gonna be retrieving that soon. And I bought this because I love blush. I wanted to review it, and quite frankly, the packaging is beyond absolute perfection. But y'all, this palette is 110% worth the money I paid for it. I love these two blushes. Absolutely love them. Anytime I want a pinky or a rosy flush, I'm pulling for this, and I love this highlighter. Like when I got it, I know that Besame is like a vintage, and I'm like, I'm not sure how popping their highlighter is gonna be, but y'all, this highlighter be popping. She's so cute, and swatches don't even do her justice. It's just so beautiful. The powders are just so perfectly formulated that I just keep reaching for this over and over and over again. I need to be like, stop, you need to use something else. But I love this. It's so beautiful. This highlighter is a wee bit too dark for me right now. We're getting pasty, but I love using it over top of a more like neutral blush like Tarte's Exposed. Adds the perfect amount of shimmer. I love this. Then obviously we got to talk about the elephant review in the room. We all know that Jeffree and Shane released all their goodness. And I do know that a lot of people have been having some like, can you not? People have been having some like consistencies and stuff like that, which I feel like that's the first time in a long time that a lot of people have when Jeffree has released a collection. This is the conspiracy palette, and I know there's like some contamination thing going on. I know Jeffree has since addressed it. Mine was fine. So about this palette, it's a favorite, not necessarily for the reasons I feel like I initially wanted it to be. Like, whenever you get a palette, I feel like, why do I smell things? Just, y'all ever play D&D with me, my characters randomly either smell or lick things upon just, and they want to touch things too. But like, you know, you're looking at this and you're like, okay, well, I want to do, you know, some fancy whatever looks. And like, while I can do that, the big thing that I do with this more than not is reaching for it for specific shades rather than going to this whole palette for a whole look. Because while the color theory is like very unique, I love the matte to shimmer ratio, I feel like I may not be talented enough, well-versed enough in color theory to like maybe make it work as well as I could. But I absolutely love What's the Tea, Diet Cola, Pigment is gorgeous, Food Vibes, Cheese Dust, Trisha, Not a Fact. You know, you've got your more neutrally whatever's going on up here. I like Conspiracy. That's a very beautiful, like sage green. Just a Theory, Illuminati. Spiraling, it's okay. Not my favorite. I feel like I have Flaming Hot, like it's very aesthetically whatever to the palette and to Shane, but I feel like I have that in, you know, Blood Sugar. And it's a nice palette, you know? It's been a favorite, like I said, for more pulling out for like some little specific shades for like, oh, well, I need this for this look. And I'm like, boom, got it. Other than being like, I feel 110 solely inspired to use just this. Next up is a item that I received through Octoly. This is the PAYOT Paris Hydra 24 Plus Essence. Plumping, Priming, Infusion. Gifted to me by PAYOT Paris for review purposes. Y'all know recently in my skincare routine, I have been loving me a hydrating, plumping essence. I honestly didn't know. It's a serum. Essence is a fancy word for serum, because when I got my favorite one, which is the IOPE one, that was so good. When I got that one, it was like, apply during your essence phase. And I'm like, the frig is an essence phase, which is basically just, you know, your serum. And this one is really nice. I don't think it's as nice as my Holy Grail one. There is a big price difference, but this one is really nice. You get a lot of product. I've been using this for probably over a month and a half, and I've only used that much, which I feel like I'm like sloughing it all in there and being like, I'm using so much, I'm going to run out of it. When in reality, it's probably going to be 2020 by the time I use this up. But I think if you're looking for something that's kind of a not as like super intense hydration thing, I haven't really used it as a primer. I don't know if it's a makeup primer, if it means like skincare priming. But for the price, I think this is something that I would repurchase because it's very cooling, it's very soothing, it definitely helps with redness, it does help with dryness, it does make your face, you have that like nice, soft, and supple feel. I did not feel like it helped as much with my texture around this area as the IOPE one did. I mean, that one, like I said, that one is complete Holy Grail God tier status. But for the price and what I've been using it for, this one is really nice. It does hydrate, like I keep saying, makes your face kind of nice and supple and all that jazz. So this was definitely not a loss in my opinion. Then last but not least, I would be negligent to not include these. I did a whole video. Anastasia is completely oversaturating the market. I've come to terms with that. I bought them, I reviewed them. They're overpriced compared to the big palettes, but I love them. I mean, they're just so pretty and concise. This one is the Mini Pro Pigment Palette Volume 1. And this is the second one, which is definitely my favorite of the two. They're just nice, concise, compact. You can get a whole look out of it. I've been pulling, I mean, y'all know in my review, these two shades right here have been like my favorite green shades released in 2019. And so I do really, really like these. I think the formula is fantastic. I've been pulling them out a lot for like, just like one and done. Just like one shadow buffed all over, eyeliner, inner highlight, good to go. I love This purple, this is such a beautiful purple. That is what I think of when I think of purple. This shimmer, this shimmer shade here. Like, this is two palettes that I could honestly see myself putting into a project pan and actually making a lot of progress on, not just because they're hideously powdery, but because I have been reaching for them so much and they're just so easy and concise and great to use. I've been absolutely loving them. I was kind of questioning getting them, but now that I have them, I'm really happy that I did. All right, and there we have it for my monthly hits and misses for November. End of the year is gonna be, or beginning, end of the year and the beginning of the year is gonna be a bit intense. My brother's getting married on the 3rd of January. Like I said, moving, packing, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But obviously let me know what you guys feel about the products I talked about. Let me know what you think about the music. You know, I kind of like, you know, and I am going to be doing like other things in my favorites and stuff like that. It's just sometimes I get a little scatterbrained. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And as always, keep it real. Mwah!